great team. Austin did an amazing job.
Yeah, that's the most important thing about production is having when you surround yourself with amazing team that understands the vision. You understand me? It makes things go easy. You understand me?
Absolutely.
Once you're lacking that, then there's a problem.
And TJ, we have one special guest already in. That's Ivy Okundaye, the filmmaker from Vancouver.
Okay.
It's right. Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
It's waving right now.
How's Vancouver doing? Oh, we can't hear you. Muted. Oh, it's muted. Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, thank you guys for inviting me. I appreciate it so much. So I'm honored to be here. Austin, good work. Good work.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Ivy is there. I must mention that Ivy is a very big motivator to me.
We motivate each other. Right on. Nice.
So the film crew, you're all in Ottawa, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
We just have the magic fingers coming now. That's Rami Raphael is the cinematographer and the editor too.
Okay, we're gonna have you guys introduce yourself, but just give us some time. We want more people to join us. You understand me, so that we can introduce yourself one after the other. Then we talk a little bit, and then we go into screening the movie, and then we talk a little bit, and yeah. So let's just say allow others to come in. But in the meantime, since we have the writer here, can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to come up with this the story, I mean, it's an inspiring and an inspirational topic. You understand me? And so I enjoyed it when I watched it. I liked everything about it. You understand me? And I thought you guys had the right cast for it too. You understand? Because it's one thing to have a good story. It's another thing to have the right cast to really bring it out. You understand me? So tell us about this. How did this come about?
I met when Austin and I had a conversation about
Sorry, introduce yourself for those who just joined us.
Yeah, my name is Mesa Houri, and I'm based out of Ottawa. I'm an Arab Canadian filmmaker and actor. And Austin had come to me, and we had a really good 2 or 3 hour conversation, about what kind of film he wanted to do. And just from Austin's humanity, he's such an amazing human. I can't even explain what kind of person Austin is. He's so down to earth and so soulful, and I really wanted something that would represent Austin. And so one day I was looking on Facebook. There was a news article about the Somalian Muslim woman who went missing in Ottawa. They couldn't find her, and there was a lot of negative comments, a lot of Islamophobia, a lot of racism, and I was very, very disheartened to see that no one, a lot of these people were not concerned for her well-being. They were just being racist. And so I wanted to show in the film, to show that we are all humans. We are all connected through love, no matter, where we come from, that if we all speak the universal language of love. And that's what I wanted to show, because I really felt that, that meeting Austin, that's what he was about. And I really felt that was something that we could create together, and to show the diversity, and no matter who you are, where you're from, we're all connected, we're all human. And that's what I wanted to show.
All right, thank you so much. Very, very interesting, Johnny. Can we mute as we join in? Let us mute, please. Let us mute. Let's respect everybody here. Let's mute if you start. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Mesa, right? Is that Mesa?
Yes.
Get it right?
Mesa, yeah.
Mesa, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Very interesting, interesting topic. The journey, you know, of how you came about and the connection. It's encouraging and inspiring, you know. Austin, can you? We have some dignitaries joining us here. You know, we're going to get to them soon. But in the meantime, let's have Austin, who's the director and also produced this movie. I think you guys co-produced the movie, right? Yeah. So let's hear from you. We've heard how the story came about. Now we want to hear from you how the vision came about. You understand? Because you see, it's one thing to, like I tell you, it's one thing to have a story on paper. You understand me, on print. Then it's another thing to put it there out on the screen. You understand me? You can take 5 directors and they would take the same script and it comes out in 5 different ways. You understand me? You know. So tell us your journey. How did it come about? Please mute as you come in. Mute as you come in. If you don't mute, we're going to kick you out. Let us respect everybody here, please. Mute as you come in. If you don't mute, I will kick you out. Please. Let's try to be civil about this. We have people here, amazing people here, want to hear from them. Okay, please. Thank you for joining. Okay, Austin, let's hear from you before we go to our recognize some of the people in here.
Thank you, TJ, for the opportunity. I want to really say a very big welcome to our guest and everyone here, the cast and crew. You all are so amazing. Yeah, it started really far, you know, long time ago, you know, back in Nigeria, right? So filmmaking, like I believe it to be, you know, it has to come with passion. I mean, because you have a lot of rugged road to go through in order to get to where you want to be. So it's going to take passion for you to really stay put in filmmaking and get there. And I, for one, my journey, you know, is a good example of such a, you know, thought. So, you know, when I came here, I didn't know where the industry was. Yeah, I wanted to, you know, go back to filmmaking. This is what I've been doing in Nigeria, and I wanted to go back to it. You know, I reached out to a couple of people, and I was, you know, I got in contact with Odigie Okundaye, who really, you know, played a very big role in making sure that I come back to filmmaking, right? His encouragement, I saw his works, and, you know, this really motivated me. And then when I also met Mesa, you know, Mesa was, like I refer to her, she's really my backbone, right? Yes, so she's, you know, she's very, you know, a talented filmmaker she is. And, you know, not just talented, one who is ready to support you to the very last. I know how much she went on her way, you know, to have this done. And I just want to let you know that Mesa didn't receive a dime, you know, in all the roles she played, right? So she was just doing it from, you know, a humanitarian, you know, perspective. And I really want to thank her for that. So yeah, she already told you how we came about this story. And she sent the first story to me. And I was okay, yeah, you know, this is good. We could do this. Right? We wanted to look at, you know, the immigration processes and all of that in Canada. Yeah, but again, she came after some days and said, you know what, Austin? I have another idea. And she sent this very one. When I read through it, and I replied back to her with a fatigue, yes, this is it, Mesa, we're going for this. And, you know, that was how it started. And then, we needed someone to also help us, you know, visualize what, you know, we have, the concept that we have in mind. And of course, we wouldn't have been able to do that without Rami Rafe, you know. And when I met with Rami the very first time, you know, it became dawn on me that, you know, the vision that I had before wasn't even really too clear. And he kind of brought the light to it, and it became clearer to me myself. you know, and when he did some, artistic work, kind of penciling it down and all of that, and it, I thought this was going to be great. And then we were faced with the, the challenge of getting the, the right, pegs in the right hole in terms of the cast and the crew. And I must give it to Mesa, like I said, she is the backbone, she knows this, industry in Ottawa, in and out. And she was able to navigate her way, through the industry. And she was also the casting director. So if you are saying that we had the right cast, play the right role, that credit should be given to Mesa Hori. And so when that was done, she only sent them to me for approval, and I went through, all of them, went through the tapes, and I said, yeah, Mesa, you've got a good team. Let's go. And that was how, it came. But much of it is that Empathy was not just an ordinary movie or a short film that we wanted to do. We wanted to send a message out there. I can still remember the words of Mesa. She said that we are having too much hate in the world, and there is need for us to preach, more love. And that was what we were after. The cast and crew were all passionate about empathy. And when we were done with the work and we watched it for the very first time, I felt it. It was really warm in my heart. And I thought, like, look, this is going to be a message to people. And that is what we are as filmmakers. It's not just to make film. We are the mirror of the society. We should mirror to the world how we want the world to be. And that is what we are talking about, that, look, we should be colorblind. Our love should, should encompass, the colors of our skin. And I also did a course in multiculturalism here in Ottawa, and empathy was also used as a case study in the Algonquin College. And, we got, really good feedback from students. Yeah, so we thought, apart from the technicalities in the film, we want people to concentrate on the message. And that is what this is really all about. It was not to showcase, what techniques or whatever, but the message, which is really what we, needed. And I want to quickly tell you something. We were supposed to release Empathy before now, right? And just when we were planning to do that, the Black Lives Movement, we're all over the places with the death of, the Floyd. And Mesa thought, okay, come on, there's so much racist hate in the world right now. Let's hold on, and then let's look at a better time to, to release Empathy. And we thought it is now. So that's the story, TJ, from my own side.
All right, thank you so much. Such an inspirational story and amazing journey. We have the cast and crew here. So for those joining, we have a lot of people here. It's difficult to keep track of who is here, so I'm just going to do my best. So I just want to introduce myself first. I'm Isioro Tokumbo Jaboro, simply known as TJ. I am the founder of what's it called, the Black Actors and Film Guild Canada. My wife is somewhere here, Tori, she's a co-founder, so we both sat down and put this together and try to come up with this. You understand me, I'm also the founder of the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, which is going into its 4th year now, believe in diversity, and I'm also the founder of the International Black and Diversity Film Festival, which is going to start next year, all here in Toronto. The Black Actors Guild, Actors and Film Guild Canada is an organization which is put together to empower Black filmmakers, to give them opportunity. Because as a filmmaker myself, I find that it is difficult. There are challenges for an opportunity, lack of opportunity for Black filmmakers and Black actors in particular. You understand me? It's just the way it is. You understand me? So, and I thought, okay, you know what? Come up with this, and so that we can encourage the Black actors and Black filmmakers here in Canada. You understand me? Because I get even when I want to shoot my own project, it's difficult when I try to cast black actors. We don't see them. You understand me? Then I get other filmmakers from other race who reach out to me. Oh, we need black actors. Do you have these actors for this? And we don't even have them because the training is not there. You understand me? You know. So with an organization like this, we can now start to see who we have, and then try to groom and train some new actors and even filmmakers. You understand me? Alike. You understand? So that's the purpose of what this guild is for. We celebrate ourselves. It's not just when we do production, even it says the Black Actors and Filmmakers Guild, but when we do production, it is diverse. You understand me? I'm a strong believer of diversity. If you check my films, they're all diverse. If you check the film festivals, they're all diverse. I'm a very strong believer of diversity. You understand me? I believe once we come together, we can do great things together, you know? So that's it. Today we are premiering the movie Empathy, you know, produced and directed by Austin Odigie, and written and produced by Mesa, you know. We heard the story, the journey from both of them, you understand me? We have the actors here, and some people will say, why don't we just go straight into the premiere? No, look, it's one thing to shoot a movie, it's another thing to have, when you premiere, you have to recognize the people who are part of the movie. We're going to get into the movie, you understand me, shortly, you know. So we're happy to have the cast and crew here. I see some of you here. You guys did an amazing job. Catherine, are you the lady, the mom in the movie?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I recognize you very well because you did. You were amazing. You were amazing in the movie. I like less word, but you were able to use your body language, and you were able to. You nailed it. You know, you nailed. You made it real. Look real. You understand me? You know. So you went into character. We have some dignitaries here. So I'm going to have Austin, please. Can you just introduce some of our dignitaries here from Nollywood, which is the second, third largest movie industry in the world? You understand me? You know. So just help us in spot who is here so that we can recognize that. I know we have our director here, Honorable Lancelot, who has been in the industry for over 2 decades. You understand me? And as a matter of fact, there was a documentary which the first time I actually saw him was through a documentary that was presented here in Canada. You understand me? You know, then a few years ago, I had the privilege of actually meeting him in person, you know. And so we appreciate you, and thank you for joining us here. Yeah. So if you want to say something, sir, you will. It's yours.
Austin Odigie, let me wholeheartedly, on behalf of management and students of the Benin Film Academy, we send you warm greetings and want to congratulate you for this great work that you've done, Empathy. We are proud to be associated with you. I want to thank you especially for taking time to sustain link with your home industry where you started from, not minding the fact that you are in Ottawa right now. And that has been particularly very impressive as far as I'm concerned. Your consistent link with your home country, the home industry. We appreciate you. Congratulations and God bless.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we have, I just want to recognize some of we have Tori here, who is the co-founder of the guild. We have Ms. Folu. She's, I call her the Iron Lady. You understand me? You know, the backbone of this organization. She has been our strength. You know, she's somewhere there. I know I saw her, you know. Okay, yeah, I see her. She waved now. Yeah. So we have David here. We have Mida. We have some of our members here. I can't see everybody. BB is here, and I can't see everybody. So many people on my screen here. So yeah. So what we're gonna do now now that we have a lot of people, so I think it's fair to say we can go ahead and screen the movie, right, Austin?
Yeah. So just to I was supposed to introduce some of our special guests.
Please go ahead. My bad.
So we don't miss that part. Yeah. So yeah, because
how do you pronounce your name? Your actress?
Idilia.
Idilia. Yeah. Yeah. I see you. I just want to recognize. I see you. Okay. Good job. All right. All right, Austin, it's all yours now.
Okay, all right, thank you. You know, the one exciting thing about this very moment is that, you know, when I was growing up and when I was looking at Nollywood, you know, I see these role models. I wanted to be like them. You know, I watched their movies and died to, you know, to be like them. And not having them to premiere my own film, I think is one moment that, you know, is really exciting to me and, you know, something that I want to really keep to heart. I have, you just introduced Lancelot Imaswe, you know, in those days of Isakaba, you know, so I appreciate you and, you know, for coming around to also support us. And I have one, I call him my daddy, he's Pedi Okao. You know, he's one man that will, you know, that would take the risk of all in the name of promoting the African indigenous language. Even if he has an audience of just 3 people, he will shoot a movie for them. And that's Pedi Okawa. I'd like him to quickly, you know, say hello to us. He's the CEO of Prolens Movies. Please, you want to say what to us, sir?
Yeah, Austin, this moment is graceful, and I'm glad to be part of it. I just want to see the movie, and I'll keep it close to my heart. It's good it's coming from you, and body and soul, we are with you. And thank you to this platform. We will be talking to the platform later. We really want to integrate the platform with the base in Africa here, especially Nollywood. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. And we have here Ibi Okundaye. Ibi Okundaye is a filmmaker from Vancouver. He's a motivator to me. I like him to say hello to everyone. Ibi, yeah, he greeted up before people came in. I don't know if he's still around.
Yeah, it's trying to unmute.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yes, yeah, I was honoring your request to make sure you are muted, so I forgot that I had to unmute. I'm very honored to be here. I thank everybody for showing up today. Austin is an inspiration to me as well. I'm looking forward to watching this film. I'm already proud of him no matter what. I think this is going to be an awesome film. According to what Pedi was saying, an old friend of mine. I hope we can see each other and talk later. We haven't seen each other in a very, very long time. Yeah, I'm glad that we have this platform. It's an awesome thing you guys have done to gather everybody together. Yeah, I'm looking forward to great things on this platform. So thank you guys for inviting me, and thanks everybody for showing up. I'm I'm moved. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
let me just add this, Austin. For the cast and crew, I know we've not introduced you yet. Be patient. I want us to see the movie. Let them watch it. I don't want anybody to know who is who yet. You understand me? Let them watch it. Then we'll reveal the cast and crew from behind the curtain, even though you're with us here. So we see you, and we are not ignoring you. We are deliberately holding back. Let everybody see the movie. Then we'll unveil you before everybody. Okay? Yeah. I just want to also.
TJ, we're supposed to. TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to also have Davison Izegagbe. Izegagbe is the zonal coordinator of Directors Guild of Nigeria, Edo State Zone.
Yeah.
And we're also expecting Fred Amata, of course, the national president of Directors Guild of Nigeria. I also see Nosawa Baseki there. Of course, he's a Nollywood representative here in Canada.
Yeah,
So don't leave that part out.
yeah, I was about to introduce him. Yeah, so Nosa is here, Obaseki is here. We have Pat Okori. She is here from New Jersey. She has always been very. She's another powerhouse in the film here in North America. You understand me? So Pat will recognize you. We have Samuelson. Samuelson, right from Nigeria. There, one of the distributors in the cinema business. You know. So we have a whole lot of people here, and I would say, Folu, I would like you to say something, Folu, just briefly. You understand me? You know, then Tori will say something, and then we'll move on to screening the movie. And by the time, probably we have the other people join us, you know, as we screen the movie.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's movie premiere. TJ kind of put me on the spot right now. I wasn't prepared to say anything, but I do welcome everyone all the way from Lagos, London, New Jersey, everywhere in Canada. We appreciate your presence here. Ottawa. We can't forget Ottawa. We appreciate you, and I'm really looking forward to this movie. Thank you.
Unmute.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Tori Jaboro, a co-founder for BAG. So I want to welcome you all for being here today, and thank you guys for being here today, for accepting our offer to be here today. So we just want to enjoy the movie, and I hope you guys enjoy the movie, and just watch out for it.
Unmute. All right, thank you. So Ottawa, I just want to state that Ottawa, we are working on the project here in Toronto in the next couple of weeks now. I just went out for location scouting. So Ottawa, Austin is the director for Ottawa, Montreal, or Ottawa, Quebec chapter of the Guild. So we're going to be working with him to come up with projects. So we're working on something, so which means we're going to be seeing more projects in Ottawa, you understand me, from the Guild. And I will be driving down to Ottawa. I'm looking forward. As a matter of fact, we're just waiting for Austin to tell us it's time to come, you understand me? Then we'll be coming from Toronto to Ottawa and ensure that we have a project going on in Ottawa, you understand me, you know? So our Ottawa people, fingers crossed, we're coming. Toronto is coming, you know, we got to get something going. Austin, do you have any other thing to say before we go into the screening of the movie?
No, not at all. I just want us to serve the food hot.
Okay. All right. I see. It's okay. It's okay. Welcome to join us here. So we're going to screen the movie now. So please mute everybody so that we can enjoy the movie. Okay. So. Share with sound. I'm just going to do a test run. Let me know if you can hear the sound. Then I start it again. Can we hear the sound? Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's watch this.
I used to think that God was upset with me. I did not know why, but I thought that I must have done something to be put in the situation I was living. I prayed to Him every night. I asked for redemption for whatever it was I must have done, to show me some mercy. He took away my parents when I was 5 years old. I was left alone. I was the survivor of a deadly attack on my home, the only survivor. It took me some time to understand. I started to see later that God was not punishing me. He was the strength in my survival. There were days that were harder than others. Days where I was not sure I could move on. I was not the only one. There were others. Other children left with no parents to care for them, to feed them, to protect them from the animals and the savages. I was lucky. I was found by some people before it was too late, and I was cared for. I had found a family, or my new family had found me. They took care of me the best they could. They helped me become the woman I am today. The last few emails I received from Mama were not making any sense. I knew there was something wrong.
I'll make you some tea.
You are both more beautiful in person than in your photographs. I have dreamt of the day that we would meet in person.
You are so beautiful. I still can't believe you're here. You must have been traveling for hours.
You know, Mama talks about you all the time, to everyone. When she signed up for that program, she didn't know what to expect. But you became her child, even though you lived across the world. Look, she even has you all over here. You weren't just a child she was sponsoring. You gave her a purpose. She was determined to give you a better life as much as she could.
Through your eyes, you showed us a world that we didn't even know existed. I wish we could have done more for you.
What are you saying? You and Mama have helped me restore my faith in God, in humanity. I thrived on those letters. I did my best to learn English so I could read them over and over without someone translating. I wanted to communicate with you. I wanted to be strong, so I can find a way to help others the way you have helped me, or the way Mama has helped all of us. It's not easy to find compassion for people in a world they do not understand.
Mama hasn't been doing too well. She's in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease. She's starting to forget a lot too. It's been really hard.
I can see the light in her eyes dimming. She sometimes talks about remembering the day we were born. She doesn't remember adopting us. We don't understand where that memory comes from.
I know. I could read it in the emails. She was not the same. She was talking to me like I was a child. I was determined to come see her before we lose her.
Come with me. I'll bring you to her. Mama, look who it is. Can you believe it? Look, it's Fari. She's here. She's finally here. With you.
You're here. Fari.
I'm here for you now. The way you've always been for me.
I can't believe it's you. You're here.
Is it okay if I check your vitals?
I don't understand.
I'm a doctor now. Because of you. It's my turn to take care of you, Mama. Merry Christmas. Take a deep breath.
Okay, that is the movie. You can see how powerful it is. You know, the cast, you see a round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause, you know. You can see I mean, everything about this movie is just complete. You know, everything about this movie is complete. And I'm telling you, simple truth, you know, as a filmmaker myself, you know, you guys nail it. Catherine, I mean, watching it again still brings me back to what I said initially. You understand me? You didn't have much to say. You understand me? But you were able to. You were able to. You fill in the space. You understand me? You know, you're able to connect. You're able to drive that scene because you see, it's very dicey. If you didn't pull it well, that scene would have collapsed. It would have collapsed because Idalia was doing her part from the beginning. She's a very good actress from the beginning. Now she took it all the way until she got to your scene. I'm talking about your scene now. You understand me? So if there was no connection and you weren't able to, you know, deliver, that scene would have collapsed. It would have been hard trying to save the scene, but you stood your ground, and you guys were just, it was, yeah, and the music, whoever chose the music, you did an amazing job. You understood what the scene is about and the type of tone the music to blend with it. You understand me? You know, everything was just good. So I'm just gonna, Austin, I'm gonna let you speak now.
Yeah, thank you, TJ. I think I said that to, I call her KSD, okay? Catherine Stella Duncan. I said this to her. I said, look, yeah, you know, the empathy would have complete without her. Yeah, because that was where the message is. Okay, so Idilia, as Fari has been taking us through all what has been happening, but you know, the scene you just talked about was where the true message is, where we connected the, you know, all the races of the world together, and then send that powerful message. And you see that powerful hug, embrace for, you know, by both of them. I mean, it sends signals to my spine whenever I see that very scene. I want to say that KSD did a very great job, and thanks to Mesa too for input in that very scene. I still remember. So I will let Mesa actually, you know, do more of the introduction of this cast because she was the casting director.
Okay, she was the casting director. Okay, yeah. So you're right. You see, sometimes, not all the time you have to use dialogue to do some of the non-dialogue, and your beat is very powerful too in a movie scene. You understand me? And we saw that, you know. And every one of you cast, you did an amazing job. So I'm going to let Mesa, who also the hat as the casting director, writer, and co-producer. Man, you're amazing. So please introduce the cast one by one, so that let's hear from them. Then we can have a Q&A. You know.
Perfect. Yeah. So when we first wrote it, when the first draft we didn't even have the two sisters. We only had one. And then I spoke to Monica, and then I was like, no, like we need to have more of a dynamic. And so we got one. And you know, so Eleonora is Russian, Monica is indigenous, and we wanted that whole diversity. So there's a huge diverse cast, and the person who did the music, Anthony Abdo, he is just like this musical genius. I say I don't really know how to navigate with music, but if I, you know, he reached out saying, when he saw my post for casting, he reached out to me saying, hey, I do music, and if you need anything, like, contact me. So I did, and when we sent him the footage, it was just like magic. You know, what he did with it was just beautiful. So when we cast it, I put out the post looking for casting, all the, you know, the tapes I sent to Austin, and we kind of discussed, and I said, this is my first choices. And then he agreed right away. It was like, yeah, 100%. So we have Idilia Haji, who is Fari. And we have Monica Itzi, who's Lisa. Eleonora Putilov, but I don't think she's on today. I haven't seen her. I don't know. Eleonora, if you're there, say hi.
Yeah, so many people here, you know, you can't know who's here.
And I'm on my phone, so I'm like scrolling through to see.
Yeah, I think when you call their name, I think when she calls their name, they should just say hello to everyone.
Yeah, well, if I see Monica there, Monica will get to you soon, okay? Yeah.
And there's Monica, yeah, and Catherine Stella Duncan, who plays Mama.
Okay, so Idilia, can we hear from you? Tell us about your experience and how you came about being part of this project. And Idilia, she's also a member of the Guild, the Black Film Guild, you know. Are you back in town?
I'll be back in town tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, okay, safe trip, yeah. So tell us about your journey, your experience in this, how you came about, and how you felt the whole process of the making of this film with these amazing minds. You understand me? You know, well, starting from the writer, then the director, and the sound, and the editor. They all did an amazing job. So let's hear from you, from your side. Then we go to Monica.
So the way it started for me is I actually saw the posting by Mesa on Facebook. And I thought it was it was very brief, but it just seemed really interesting. So I applied, they liked my headshot, and then we met, and the first thing they asked, oh, am I still on mute? No?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. The first thing they asked me was if I could do an accent. And I was like, oh God, no. And then, we just went from there, and I tried my best, and I just gave it a shot. And we really just started with the voiceover first, which was really interesting because it's the first few scenes, it's just me narrating. So that was very interesting. I really liked that experience with Mesa. I got to know her on like a personal basis just on the first day. So that I've never done voiceover, and I really enjoyed that. And from there, I met the crew, and the first day we were filming, it was funny because I had to do a few of the scenes in like a general African accent. There was no specificity, so I just kind of just chose what I know. And then it was funny because most of the people that were there were Nigerian. And I was like, oh God, they're gonna all think I'm doing their accent. So really when Austin was there, I was kind of just imitating him. And that kind of just how I gauged. And so for the story, me too, I think my favorite part of the movie is the end. When I meet my mom. And I think that's really what the story is about. It's about really acceptance, acceptance and welcoming, because I think most of us here are born in a different country as well. And I came here when I was about 6, 7. So it's really important to be like welcomed and, to be integrated, because you're not always welcome, even though you think you are. So that's very important. So I really like that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right. The end was powerful. The end was it had everything. If I was a judge and I was going to judge this movie, the end is the award-winning piece, the part that gives you the award. There, you understand me, for this project,
yeah.
So good job. We're looking forward to working with you. Okay, we've seen your work. I told Austin already. When I saw it, I said, you know what, she's on our list. You did an amazing job with the accent and all that. Everything worked out. I will come to you, Austin, about the choice of using voiceover. You understand me? I like to use that in my movies as well. You understand me? So voiceover for me, it tends to. I'm going to wait until hear why you use voiceover. I don't want you to jump into why I use voiceover.
Delia has to pay me for imitating my accent,
So let's hear from Katrina. I'm going to come to you, but let's hear from Monica first. Monica, so please mute because when whoever is speaking comes on the big screen, I change the view. So let's mute, everybody mute. So let's hear from Monica. I'm going to mute Monica. Tell us about you and about how you came about this project and what you felt about your character and the chemistry between you and the other actors, and tell us about your journey in this project.
So my name is Monica Etier. I'm an Indigenous actor, and I came across this casting call on Facebook also. I had seen some of Mesa's work before. I've seen her TV series, and I've seen, she's got a strong presence in the industry in Ottawa. So I knew immediately that anything that she was working on, I'd want to be a part of. So I submitted for that. And like she was saying, she got back to me and said that they had written in another sister and that she'd want me to play that sister. So thank you for that. But yeah, no, I read the script, and even just reading through the script, the end of it was like goosebumps. At the very end, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So I love that the story is about unconditional love, that despite distance, differences, blood, love prevails. And like you were all saying earlier, I think now is a really good time that, we all need that. And this was also my first speaking role. So I was nervous. I had just gotten over the stomach flu. So I was like extra just trying to be on top of my game. I met the women in the movie, and we got along immediately. I was comfortable with them. The environment was amazing. It's also the first time I've been on a set that was like a BIPOC set. And I love that because it made me feel safe and comfortable. So all I really needed to do was focus on my performance. So yeah, it was a great experience. I love the story. Everyone was amazing and professional, and I'm just very grateful to be part of this.
Thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate your efforts and what you put in, your contribution towards this project. Like I said, everybody played their part, played their role, and they played it well. You understand me, you know? So thank you so much. And the one thing about this project, which I like, which is one thing we are always for, especially myself, I can speak for myself, I believe in diversity. So you can see the diversity in this project. And you see, when you have a combination of diverse people in a project, in whatever you do, you get the very best out of it. You understand me, you know? And that reflects in this amazing project. I'm going to watch it again anyway. For those who are just joining us, who have not, who didn't get the privilege of seeing the movie, this is Empathy, produced and directed by Odigie, and written, produced, and she also was the casting director, Mesa, you know. So this is an amazing piece. We have the cast and crew here. So we're gonna run this again after hearing from the cast and crew. But we're gonna go now to Catherine, yeah, we're gonna go to Catherine. You know, I want to hear from Catherine. Catherine, you didn't have much dialogue in the movie, but you were able to hold your own. You were able to, you know, you were able to carry the audience. You were able to. We felt the emotion in the movie, in that scene. You understand me? Tell us a little bit about you. Your journey, and how were you able to pull this off? You understand me? We want to hear from you. You understand? So, Catherine, pass it to you now.
Sure, thank you. Like the others were saying, I saw the post on Facebook, and I did want to remember what it was that appealed to me. So I called up the wording, and Mesa had posted that it was a heartwarming story about connection and compassion. And once I saw that, I realized I would love to be part of it. I recognized Mesa's work from Odigie 60, so I knew that if she had written it and her heart was in the right place, that it was going to be beautiful. So luckily, I was able to be part of the cast. And asking, I think you asked, you know, my journey and how did I do that? You're right. The only lines I was to say was, I don't understand. That was my dialogue. But I was fortunate to see the whole scene taking place in the living room and really get a feel for it. And by the time we went upstairs, Mesa was the one who really guided me on that body language that you're, you know, appreciating, and all of that. She really, as the writer and as the producer, she helped me see how to do that with limited dialogue. So that was wonderful. And the connection that I felt, you know, I really felt like that was my daughter that I was seeing. And it was very emotional, and it was wonderful to be part of such a beautiful film.
Wow, thank you so much. The connection is there. Once the connection is there, it's easy to play it all out, you know. And like when you have good actors, they feed off of each other. You understand me? You know. So they carry each other along. You understand me? You know. And whether dialogue or non-dialogue, it don't matter. You understand me? You know. And you guys did an amazing job. I really appreciate it. I know we have Rami here. Is he? I think you're the DP and the editor too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Was it Rami? Yeah.
Yes,
So
it's
you're
Rami.
DP and the editor, right?
Yes, I couldn't hear the question really clear. Carefully, can you just say it again?
No, I'm asking you're the DP and the editor, right? For this project.
Yes. The thing is, Like I worked with Marisa for so long, and I truly believe that she's literally one of the most prominent figures in Ottawa when it comes to filmmaking. So I practically wasn't a cinematographer until 2018, and I was just shooting weddings here and there. And it was actually Mesa. She was the one who literally discovered me and said, "You have a potential to work in films and to provide your talent for the film industry." And we did many films together, and it becomes such a natural bond for me and her to collaborate in different projects that actually can thrive and provide meanings and content for people to watch and then get enriched. So I wasn't really interested in terms of getting into movies that has actions or movies that personally I feel like wouldn't add or elevate the value or common sense of society in general. So I tend to work myself with like stories that has a lot of humanistic values to them. So empathy was actually one of them. So I trust myself with everything she says. So if she believed that that's a project that has a lot of potential, I would definitely blindly go there and agree to work with her. And then I am very fortunate that I had a director that is very compassionate, understanding, gives you room to actually elaborate on your cinematography and give your input. So I'm very thankful for Austin for that. I've also had no issue whatsoever with the talented actors on set, from Idelia, from Catherine, from Monica, from Eleonora, from everybody on set. It seemed like we were a big family. And for me, that's important because as a cinematographer, I am not good with words, I would say, but I'm very gifted in a sense that I'm able to convey with visuals what I'm able not to say with words. And it's, I would say also with Catherine, another important point that she did mention, it felt like a safe workplace. So when you have a safe workplace, it's very natural for me to get into the character and give the best angle for that character or for that actor so that it becomes such a great performance for them. So when people watch it, they can really emotionally get attached to that. And I am very proud of this film, and I'm very honored for you to be inviting me over. And yeah, this is exciting.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rami. Rami, I'm getting it right? Did I get your name right, Rami?
Yes, you did. A lot of people have trouble with that.
I don't want to call your name the wrong way, but yeah, thank you so much. Can you just tell us what about you edited this movie? I know you were the DP cinematographer, so I mean it's easy for you to understand what the project is about. So when you go into post, it was easy for you. You understand me? Tell me about a bit briefly about when you were editing the movie. How it was there any challenges you faced, or how was it? With the editing.
I mean, there's always challenges when it comes to filmmaking, especially in Ottawa, because as you may know, we do have very difficult and challenging weather in Ottawa. We do have very long winters, extremely cold weather. So we have to take this in consideration in terms of how we navigate in space and how we create our films. I would say the biggest challenge that I personally had was when, well, we wanted to try and get some elements inside the film that conveys warmth. So like, for example, we wanted Idelia to be playing the role of Fari, and then she's feeling sort of lonely, and she's feeling isolated in a country that she doesn't feel really connected to. So I wanted to put her in a train. And the problem with that, when we went and then try and shoot the actual subway in the train, we will realize that we had to get sort of like a permit for that. But I was very lucky that we actually took a few footage and then we were able to put it in there so that it actually brings out the magic of the whole film. But other than that, it was such a great film, and I like that we had sort of adventures going on and behind the scenes and funny moments. And yeah, I mean, like the story itself was really well written. Myself super talented when it's come to writing, so it became very natural for me to create with the director the storyboard. So it's kind of nice.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the explanation. Yeah. Do we have any other member of the cast? Do we have any other member of the cast here, Austin? Crew, cast and crew. But we don't
so
miss anybody.
We have. I mean, this project was sponsored by Broadlands, and we have John Emmanuel standing for Broadlands as the executive producer. You may want to say hi to everyone.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear from John Emmanuel. You know, because sometimes we tend to forget about the executive producer. They bring some of the finance and some of the needs for a production. You understand me? But we tend to forget about them. You understand me? You know. So let's hear from him. You know. If you're there, can you say something, please?
Yeah, hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate that. I just want to say a few words. I met Mesa, I think 2018 Arcan Film Festival in Ottawa, when the music wing of Broadlands GC was trying to bring in whiskey to town and all of that. And then she was, she premiered Russian Gangster, I believe. An incredible human being. So when the president talked about the next project, and we were told that Mesa, wrote the story, I'm like, oh no, this is it, and the entire team, when there is a leader, it becomes very easy to follow the vision, and the provision becomes no problem. So Austin is a natural talent, and he has this dynamic, inspirational way to carry people along. So we swing into the project and things available to get it done. And I must say that there are incredible members behind the scene. Like there are people with emotional support. They're just there, strategic thinking, and all of that. Broadlands is a very big family. We have the gang at the background. I think it's the meeting to an African-born Canadian immigrant. So we are blessed to make this a project for the world in a time where Black Lives Matters is ravaging the world, and we're trying to make the voice of the minority, the Black people, the people of color count. So empathy came as a shining light, and I'm thankful to the team for bringing this project to light. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
TJ, can I just say something really quick too? Yeah. I just want to also thank Austin's wife, because she was having a baby when she let us film. I think the baby was born right at the time and was like a day or two old when she let us take Austin to direct. And so, she is a strong woman, and we need to thank her for letting us have Austin when she needed him. Mm-hmm. So please, Austin, thank your wife for letting us have you at the time.
It's a good thing you brought that up. People don't understand that our wives who are part of what we are doing. You understand me? They go through, take a lot of sacrifices and behind the scene, and they get less of the credit, and they want to give those of us in front all the credit. You understand me? So our spouse, they deserve most of the credit, because without them, we wouldn't be where we are. You understand me?
With a newborn baby at home,
baby, especially, imagine, So that's thank you so much for bringing that, and thank you to your wife, for supporting what we are doing. You understand me? Supporting this project. We appreciate that. Mesa, we hear so much about you. You understand me? As a matter of fact, I just did a Google search now, and Mesa popped up everywhere. Mesa. As a matter of fact, you need to discover me too. Yeah, good job. I look forward to working with you as well. We'll communicate and we network. This is a place to network.
Absolutely.
Films like this, project like the premieres and all that. I wait for COVID.
Actually,
Yeah.
my web series episode was one of a selection, I think, last year or the year before for the Nollywood Film Festival.
Oh,
In
really?
Toronto. Yeah, it's called Dirty Love.
Was it?
Dirty Love.
Oh, Dirty Love. I think oh, yeah, you're the one. I remember it.
Okay.
I remember it. I remember it, I remember it, Oh, congrats. Congrats. Did you win?
I don't think so, but we were in 2 categories for the female filmmaker and a web series.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up, But you see, I tell people, if you just the fact that you got selected is a win. You understand me? We can only get one winner. Then in some cases we get the jury award. You understand me?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but once you're officially selected, you are a winner. You understand me? Once you're nominated, you're a winner. I don't care. I submit my film to festivals. I don't win. I win some. I don't win a lot. You understand me?
Yeah.
But that's okay for me. You understand me? I congratulate the winners, and I go back to the drawing board and do my get back to work. You understand me? And do better.
Yeah. I mean, it's more eyes on your stuff, like you get selected, more people see. It doesn't matter if you win or not, more people are just going to know your name and see your stuff,
Yes, exactly.
And I just want to, Austin, I just want to also come back to Austin being such a great force to work with and human being. And he brought his team, I brought my team, and we just made some magic. And Austin, thank you for being such a great human being. That you are. Austin once told me that he meets people on Kijiji. He buys things off Kijiji just to meet people. And that's the kind of human being he is, he just loves to meet and talk to people.
Yeah.
And so I just want, that's the kind of human being he is. And without him, we wouldn't have empathy, because he came to me and said, hey, I want to work with you and I want to do this. And I'm just so in awe of, I wish more people were like Austin.
Yeah, and I also want to say to you guys, Mesa, Rami, Monica, Katrine, what we're doing here, the Guild, like I said earlier on, there's a challenge with opportunities for Black filmmakers and actors here in Canada. You understand me? It is real. I am a filmmaker. I went to Toronto Film School. I have shot 3 feature films. I know the challenges I faced, even getting to the stage that I am in right now, and I know the challenge I face when I try to cast Black actors. You understand me? Because we don't have them. We have a few of them, only a handful out there, So we're going to be having projects working with Austin, who's the director for the Guild in Ottawa, and we're going to be casting and working with filmmakers and actors like yourself, you guys here, and many more. We want you guys to support what we are doing and help to encourage our Black actors and filmmakers and teach them. You understand me? I love the diversity. You understand me? And if we can help each other, one another, we go a long way. You understand me? Look, we've been hearing Mesa now. I'm going to be calling Mesa now because let's talk about a project. And I didn't know Mesa's film was in my festival. You understand me? 2 years ago. You get what I'm saying? You see, a small world, you see? A small world, But yeah, so that's it. So what I'm going to say again before we proceed, I would, as the founder of the International Black and Diversity Film Festival, my wife Tori is the president of that film festival. We will be inviting this film, you understand me, to be part of the film festival. So we'll be communicating with the producers of this film to invite you guys, and also for next edition, the 5th year edition of the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, which is going to be bigger than what you've seen before. You understand me? The festival keeps growing each year. You understand me? Despite COVID, this year we're going to have a lot of people who are going to go online and join the event visually. You understand me? So it's we're growing. You understand me? So we're going to be inviting this film also to both festivals for next year, because we want to see you guys on ground. We want to celebrate you guys. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be doing to support this. You understand me? That said, Austin, let's hear from you. For those who are just joining us, we're going to screen this movie again. If you missed it, it's a 10 minutes, under 10 minutes short film, but very powerful. It's Empathy, that's the title. produced and directed by Austin Odigie, and it was produced, written, and casting director by Mesa. You know, the Mesa, the most popular person here right now. You know, she's been everywhere. Everybody has something to say good about her, and it's amazing. You see, that's more than money. You understand me? More than money. When people appreciate you and you touch people in different many ways, you understand me? It's for me, that's comfort for me. You understand me? That's what I need. It's more than money. You know, your good name is what will take you places. You understand me? So keep it up. Keep it up. Let's hear from Austin now, the director and producer.
Thank you,
of this movie.
TJ. Thank you, TJ, and thank you for the invitation to the festivals.
Yeah, but before you go, I think we have some of our dignitaries here. We have, is that Davidson? Yeah, just introduce those that we have here that didn't make it. So, we did initially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, before we bring in our dignitaries, they need to say something about empathy. You know, like I told you before, when I came here, I was confused. I want to go into the industry, and of course, you know, if you don't know where the industry is, you don't know, right? And I didn't know what to do, and I called IB Okundaye. And he's in Vancouver. He's in the industry in Vancouver. But I mean, flying down from Ottawa to Vancouver, that's like probably going to some other country, right? And yeah, so that wasn't easy. And IB said, yes, go into the industry. Network. I said, where is the industry? He said, anywhere. Festivals, go anywhere and network with people. I said, really? Okay, and that's why I always call him my motivator. And it was Okan Film Festival 2018, and I, as a president of Broadlands, I went there with my team as media partners, and we saw this gorgeous lady, and we decided to give her an interview. Of course, she granted the interview, and you know, that was how empathy was born. And Mesa Hori is actually my window to the industry in Ottawa, and that is why everything about it is Mesa. She, you know, was the casting director. I didn't know the industry, and so she brought in all these amazing people from the industry. And then she said, "I hope we'll be able to work with these people." And then the first person I met among them was Rami, and we scheduled an appointment. And when I met him, we connected. All right. It was once we connected, and that was the beginning of it. And it was just as if we were in each other's mind. So we were thinking, you know, alike. We were thinking the same thing. Empathy is about a passion, and we all had that passion for it. And that is why you hear everybody calling Mesa. Mesa is the core and has the connection to every one of us. And you know what? We were able to work together, amazing people, and it was great. So before we talk, because I like to talk about our challenges, because empathy was not so smooth. But before I say that, I would like a special guest to, you know, to respond to this. We have Peddy is in the house. We have IB Okundaye. We have Lancelot Imaswen. We have Davison, you know, Izegaibe. So we would like them to talk about this, TJ.
Yeah, and also before they start, members here, we'll open the Q&A for you to ask the cast any question. You understand me? You have, you know, it's always good to engage and ask questions. You know, so we've all screened the movie just now. If you missed the movie, we're going to run the movie again. But please ask the movie, and I want to advise, caution you, because what I always get when I screen my movie, everybody want to ask me, the director, all the question. No, the movie was not made by Austin alone. You can hear Mesa is the most popular person here than even Austin. So let's get that straight. You know, then we have the other amazing cast here. Let's ask them question. You know, so we're gonna introduce and bring our dignitary here. But before I go there, we have some members of the Actors Guild here. We have Fadeke here. We have Ade Toyin here. We have Peter Stone here. You know, Isoke is here. Just in case if I miss you, forgive me. We have so many people on the screen. These are the people I just quickly picked here, and we have some amazing people from Nigeria, filmmakers. We have Temi here, you know. So we have Blaze here, you know. So amazing people from Nigeria. We thank you for joining us, and from all over other parts of the globe. You understand? We thank you for joining us. These are the amazing actors, the cast and crew of this amazing movie, Empathy. I watched it, I loved it, and we are here to talk about it. We're going to screen it again, but let's go now to some of the top dignitary here. I'm going to start with Mr. Lancelot, Director Lancelot, who has been in the industry, the Nollywood industry, for over 20 decades. We were supposed to recognize Lancelot in this year 14th, but because of the COVID, we decided not to, because we want to have him present in person as opposed to do it and then, you know, so that's the reason why we didn't get to you. But we have you in our mind. We're going to get back to you next year, you know, unfortunately for COVID, but things are going on. We're having an amazing screening here, you know. So I'm going to pass it on to Mr. Lancelot to please talk about it. And if you have any question for the cast and crew, you understand, please feel free to ask a few questions. We hope you have questions for them, you know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Are you hearing me, Tokumbo? Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you here. Everybody can hear. If you hear, just wave. We can hear him. I can hear him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can hear you.
You guys, a big congratulations to you, Austin. This is really awesome. Unfortunately, my video was throbbing. I don't know why. I don't, whether it's the distance or something. I don't know. I really didn't enjoy the way I wanted, but I was freaked by the camera work. I love the pictures that I saw. I love the camera work, and I saw intensity in the eyes of the actors, and that was pretty good. You think it's going to start, and before you know it, it's over, and that to me is a major plus. But principally, I enjoyed the pictures. The audio wasn't very good for me. It was throbbing, but I love the pictures that I saw. I saw depth. I saw the coloration. The grading was fantastic. I really congratulate the entire team that made this great piece, and it's very reassuring, very interesting to know that a lot of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora are keeping the Nollywood spirit up there. Well, it's been far back for me, and Canada, Ottawa, Toronto, and all of that, far back as 2008, when we came together for the Nollywood North American Nollywood Film Festival. A lot we've been trying to do over there, not forgetting Fever Television. They were also trying to put up, to give a voice to the black race. And with this kind of piece coming up, this is more weight. This is more weight. It was very engaging, and I really want to congratulate and appreciate the handwork of the makers of this film. Once again, congratulations, and God bless you. And thank you for keeping the Nollywood spirit up there. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. We have, who else do we have? Paddy, right? We have Paddy, it's one of them, right? Yeah, so Paddy, let's hear from you. And if you have questions for the filmmakers, please go ahead. The cast and crew, the cast especially, they are here. And Rami, he's here. We already gave comment about your work, Rami. So I know you're going to get a lot of complimentary, today. I'm complimenting you too for your work. I love your work, anyways. So, but let's ask the cast, what's their journey and the challenges and how they were able to break through and get into character. You understand me? Let's do that. So, Paddy, let's pass it on to you, please.
Yeah, thank you once again. I am particularly moved by the depth of the story itself. Very connecting, especially the demonstrated willingness and grace to make sacrifice across, such a huge distance. Connecting back is also a whole world of gratitude shown by is it Lydia? Sorry if I can't pronounce the name very well. That was a good one. For me, I am glad that Austin is doing this, particularly so that he trained under us and was part of our team for so many years. He actually was part of Prolens Movies Limited before he moved on to Canada. Thank you for representing us over there, Austin. We are grateful. We are proud of you. And through you, we'll be connecting with this wonderful Mensa. And I hope we'll be able to do a couple of crossover movies together. When that time comes, I would like to speak with you and probably visit to see her and get some projects on the go. Thank you. God bless you. I enjoyed the movie.
Thank you so much. Mensa, I'm just going to be your manager from today, okay? Because the deals are coming, you know? So I'm just going to be your manager. Delia, forgive us for mispronouncing your name, you know, so but just bear with us. You're going to get a whole lot of that, you understand? It's going to take time for us to get it, but the Delia, right? So we'll get it, we'll get there. So yeah, so who else do we have?
We have Davison. Is that
Davison? Yeah, Davison, please let's hear from you, please. Do you see him? I can't see him there. Oh yeah, I see him. Davison, you're muted. You're muted. Unmute, please.
Yeah, he has to unmute.
Unmute. Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right. Good evening from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was just watching the host today. You know, it's lovely, you know. And Austin, you know, just went step ahead to express my belief. You know, I've always believed in mixed ideology. You know what I'm saying? And that's what reflected in this movie, because you have mixed ideas, you know, coming into one simple food. And what came out of it is what you just saw. And seriously speaking, I wasn't disappointed. You know, I asked a lot of questions. I said, come on, who come from this? I see what else is going to do. I mean, with the team. Because, you know, when you talk about movie making, it's like talking about the football team. You know, it takes 11 players to make a game interesting on the one side anyway. And here, it's team making. And it takes the team to give us this, even though it's very short anyway. But quite interesting, you know. I love the team, seriously. I love the picture I saw. I love the storyline. I love the acting. You know, so I mean, I wouldn't say I wasted my time, you know, being here, because I have to abandon a lot of stuff to be here. You understand what I'm saying? Austin and the team. I think the GOP guy thing is it Remy or Remy? The guy's good, you know.
Yeah, Remy.
Thumb up for him. Yeah. And the other lady, producer. You know, this guy, I mean, it's a fantastic team, you know. I was quite impressed. You know, they should keep up this, meat ideology in filmmaking. I strongly believe in it. And that's what, you know, showed up here. I love you guys. Thumb up for you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, what do we have before we go into the ask people to ask you a question? You know, so that's it, right? All right. So now we're going to the Q&A with the members here. Sorry.
Ivy, did we get Ivy to speak?
Oh, Ivy. Oh, sorry, Ivy, our Vancouver man.
Unmute. Okay, yeah, there we go.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Here we are. I enjoyed every minute of it. Lancelot, I'm sure this film is on YouTube. When you watch it on YouTube, it's a different streaming, so it will not be giving you the difficulties that I think we all experienced it, because it had to be streamed and re-streamed, right? So that was the delay that you were experiencing. So technically, that was the problem. I like this film a lot. When I first saw it, I thought it was an advanced director that had done this film. Okay, so this man, Austin, Your vision is fantastic. Your execution is fantastic. It feels like you've been doing this for a long time, and this is not like you've done a lot of films before. So Rene, you did fantastic, man. I enjoy your camera work. I enjoy your cinematography. You and Austin, you guys, you really, the fact that you thought alike, you could see it on the screen. It was exquisite. So Austin, I think you've discovered Rene now. I'm gonna steal him from you on my next project. He is awesome. He did great. So having said that, you guys, you've assembled a fantastic network here. I hope somehow we are all keeping track of everybody that is on screen. I've gone through many rows of this screen. I see there are many people here. I don't know how many, but it would be nice to be able to connect with everybody and somehow go through you, TJ, and make sure we can see and connect with all these people that you assembled. So thank you, man. It was fantastic. It was great. I have nothing but fantastic thing to say, including the actors. You guys were on point. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and we hope with you in Vancouver we're able to extend the guild here in Vancouver and also help Black filmmakers and actors there in Vancouver. You understand me? This is the point of what we are doing. We want to go cut across board. You understand me? We already have Austin taking care of Ottawa and the Montreal area, Quebec area. We have Rogers in Winnipeg area. So we want to cut across. So with you in Vancouver, that will help us, and we start spreading. Thank you so much. So let's have some Q&A from the audience. Those who was everyone having issue with the streaming when it was, because it played well on my side. Okay, so let's hear.
Mine was okay.
Yours was okay.
Yeah.
TJ, maybe you should play the other one or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the other one. Let's. Do we play the other one first, then before we go to Q&A for everybody?
Okay.
It's just less than 10. It's less than 10 minutes. Okay. So let me play the other one. Play the video itself, and not from the YouTube. That way. So give me a second. Okay, so let me share. So let me know if you guys are hearing. Let me play. You can hear? Hear the sound? Wait, yes. Hear the sound. Okay. Let's enjoy.
I used to think that God was upset with me. I did not know why, but I thought that I must have done something to be put in the situation I was living. I prayed to him every night. I asked for redemption for whatever it was I must have done, to show me some mercy. He took away my parents when I was 5 years old. I was left alone. I was a survivor of a deadly attack on my home, the only survivor. It took me some time to understand. I started to see later that God was not punishing me. He was the strength in my survival. There were days that were harder than others. Days where I was not sure I could move on. I was not the only one. There were others. Other children left with no parents to care for them, to feed them, to protect them from the animals and the savages. I was lucky. I was found by some people before it was too late, and I was cared for. I had found a family, or my new family had found me. They took care of me the best they could. They helped me become the woman I am today.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe you're here. What are you doing here? Oh my god. Oh, please come in. Let me help you with that, okay? Oh my gosh. I can't believe you're here. Lisa. Lisa, look who's here. Oh my god.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
The last few emails I received from Mama were not making any sense. I knew there was something wrong.
I'll make you some tea.
You are both more beautiful in person than in your photographs. I have dreamt of the day that we would meet in person.
You are so beautiful. I still can't believe you're here. You must have been traveling for hours.
You know, Mama talks about you all the time, to everyone. When she signed up for that program, she didn't know what to expect. But you became her child, even though you lived across the world. Look, she even has you all over here. You weren't just a child she was sponsoring. You gave her a purpose. She was determined to give you a better life as much as she could.
Through your eyes, you showed us a world that we didn't even know existed. I wish we could have done more for you.
What are you saying? You and Mama have helped me restore my faith in God, in humanity. I thrived on those letters. I did my best to learn English so I could read them over and over without someone translating. I wanted to communicate with you. I wanted to be strong, so I can find a way to help others the way you have helped me, or the way Mama has helped all of us. It's not easy to find compassion for people in a world they do not understand.
Mama hasn't been doing too well. She's in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease. She's starting to forget a lot too. It's been really hard.
I can see the light in her eyes dimming. She sometimes talks about remembering the day we were born. She doesn't remember adopting us. We don't understand where that memory comes from.
I know. I could read it in the emails. She was not the same. She was talking to me like I was a child. I was determined to come see her before we lose her.
Come with me. I'll bring you to her. Mama, look who it is. Can you believe it? Look, it's Fari. She's here. She's finally here. With you.
You're here. Fari.
I'm here for you now. The way you've always been for me.
I can't believe it's you. You're here.
Is it okay if I check your vitals?
I don't understand.
I'm a doctor now. Because of you. It's my turn to take care of you, Mama. Merry Christmas. Take a deep breath.
All right. Thank you so much. I hope everybody enjoyed it and everybody was able to see it this time. If you missed it, sorry. You know, this is an amazing piece. Watch it again, I still feel goosebumps, you know. Mesa, good job with your job, with what you did, you know. And Austin, kudos. And with the cast and crew, you guys were amazing, you know. Now, Austin, you're going to make me go back to the drawing board now. I have to go work hard now, you know. So yeah, so now we're going to have Q&A. You understand me? You know, so we're going to go straight to David. David hand has been up. David, let's hear what you have to say. Please let us throw the questions to the crew and the cast, please. You understand me? Let's hear from them. These are the people these are their creative work in terms of individual creative talent, you understand me, put together to form this whole thing, you understand me. We will have questions. If you have questions for Austin, obviously, you have question for Mesa. Please, can you, let me just mute her there. No need to waste my time. All right, so let's hear from David. And everybody, please mute if you're not talking, mute so that we can have a peaceful and smooth Q&A session. So David, take it.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. And once again, I want to say a very big congratulations to you guys for an amazing job. Austin, yes to you. Rami, yes to you. Mesa, yes to you. And all the other cast. I don't want to waste too much time mentioning your names, but I know you guys all did an amazing job. And I could tell you, I want to watch this over and over and over again. Now, one big question, and this question is going to cut across all of you. If you want to take turns answering them, it's all good. Austin, I from your brief story before the film was screened, you said something about moving here and starting out. I wanted to find out when you did eventually connected with people. Did you have, I want to understand, is this your first film in Canada? That's one. And did you feel any pressure, you know, having taken into consideration that there are standards that are different from Nollywood and Hollywood? Because I would say this is more like a Hollywood standard. So did you feel any pressure that you would be able to meet up with that standard? That's one. Was there any pressure also working with new crew members, you know, like the producers and the cameramen? That's one. So I'd like you to tell me your own side of that, because there are new filmmakers who want to understand how the feeling is and how you were able to overcome it. And then for Rami, what was your state of mind? I mean, did you feel you'd be able to meet up? I mean, did you have any pressure also? Basically, everything's all about pressure, knowing that you're going to be working with a Black filmmaker. And if you've done films with Black filmmakers before, I mean, Black directors, so to speak, did you feel, okay, does he know what he's doing, or can I work with him? That's one question. And then for Mesa also, how was it, you know, connecting with the director? I mean, was it an easy and smooth process? And do you think you want to connect with more Black directors and filmmakers in the nearest future? Because we're trying to push ourselves up. So, and the other cast and crew, I think I heard a bit of your story, I'm sure. It's just basically pressure. That's all I just want to ask now. Thank you. Congrats again.
All right. Thank you very much, David. I guess I have the mic, TJ. Can I respond to that?
Yes, please. Then we go like that, you know.
Yeah, thank you. To be sincere, you know, to you, David, to be sincere with you, I was really super nervous. Yeah, it was my my first film in Canada, and I have operated in you know, in another region, right? You know, from Africa. And of course, the standards are there yet. We also have, you know, standards in Nollywood. So what you probably want to know is at what level was I in Nollywood? Because in Nollywood, I wasn't really up there. And then I'm jumping down to the, you know, Canadian standard, right? So, and like I also told you, I said before, I was at one point confused. I didn't know how to get into the industry. So, and then I met, you know, Mesa, and I said, oh yeah, she's done Russian Gangster, she's done this, she's done this. Don't also, you know, forget the fact that, you know, she was a casting director. She knows the industry in and out. She was able to assemble these people who I don't know. And I felt it's going to be one team against me alone, the director. At one point or the other, they have all worked with each other, right? Or, you know, they know, and then I'm going to be standing alone. Okay, how am I going to deal with these people? You know, these were the things that were going on in my mind. And then I have to also do a lot of, you know, research and try to see, you know, what the standard are. And sometimes, and that is why it's also good, you know, when you are in any trade, you know, try as much as possible to, you know, to learn the, you know, there are conventional language, you know, terminologies too. And there are also some that are improvised, right? So, and when you are so used to those local ones improvised in your region, and then when you're communicating with other people from other regions, it becomes difficult because, you know, you are not using the conventional term, right? So a whole lot of things that were going on in my mind. But, you know, I didn't meet the cast until the day of shoot. You know, so we have challenges, you know, that, you know, warranted all of that. Like it took us time to get a, you know, a fair day. You know, Rami already talked about the weather condition, and Mesa talked about my wife putting to bed. So we just, you know, we just kept, you know, shifting the date. But when we did all the planning on paper, right? So I met with Mesa a couple of times, and then Ramin, you know, we spoke over the phone, and then had some online meetings and then physical meetings. So we, at that point where we were meeting, you know, I was, you know, getting reassured of the support of these people, and I was saying that, okay, I have a great guy who is handling the camera, and Mesa is an amazing coordinator. So, and organize, when you have an organizer, then you're going to have less work. So those were the stuff that kind of was relaxing me down and bringing, calming me down. I want to use that term. I heard that from Lancelot, all over the internet. So then when we, came on set, and I also saw that these people were so amazing. Everyone was down to earth. And that was where at the point that I started getting back myself. But somehow I still wanted to play reserve and lead you, because I needed to study all these cast that I was meeting for the first time, and we have to shoot for the first time together. So, I mean, I can't remove that fact that, I was nervous, but we were able to, to conquer it because everyone was just so accommodating.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's always like that, you understand me, especially when you're just getting into something, and even myself, when I get into a new project, even though I've been doing it for some time, I still get that you get lost a little bit, and like, okay, where do I start from and all that stuff, so things happen. So we're gonna go to Mesa, then we get to Rami, then we get to the cast. But I want us to be brief because we have other people who has questions. We're going to already go around, because they're going to be asking all of you the cast and crew questions, So let's make it brief, and so we can get more questions coming in, It's okay. We see your hands up. We're going to come to you. So let Mesa take it.
Sure. I'll be as brief as I can. I feel like for me the most pressure was that like Austin puts me on a pedestal, so I had to like meet his standards. But I just because I have a full-time job that's not filmmaking. Like I'm trying to transition out of that eventually. But my filmmaking is almost full-time, and then I have a different full-time job as well, and children and family and stuff. So like we're trying to find the scheduling and everything was kind of that was difficult. But we really worked well together, and I feel like the people that I always get on my team, like Rami, and the actors that I select or I bring in, like I always try to do references to, because I've worked on sets where the experiences was really bad and the tension and that atmosphere was very bad, and I refuse to do that again ever. So it's really important for me to have character references from people and work with really great people who mesh well together and who understand to always be professional. So that was very, very important to me. So for me, it's I think that's where the pressure was, to make sure that everyone on set will mesh well, and that I meet, Austin's standards and even my own standards. I always want to make everything better every time, and learn from my experiences and make everything better every time I make something new. And in terms of working with Black filmmakers and actors, I actually invited one of my Black filmmaker friends to come on, but I don't think he was able to join, but I'm one of his actors, and and I love working with him. And he had reached out to me last year saying, Mesa, like, how can I bring the Black community out in Ottawa? Because I can't get any more Black actors out for some reason, and to get creative. And he's like, they've said they don't feel welcome. And I said, well, as an Arab, I didn't feel welcome in Ottawa. Like, there's not very many Arab opportunities. So I created my own. I said, so you need to create your own and get them out, and let's make it diverse, and let's get the diversity out here, because Ottawa, as we have a diverse group, a diverse population, but the filmmaking here is not diverse. So it's up to us, the BIPOC filmmakers and actors, to create. So, I have a lot of Black creative friends, and, I'm always open and willing to work with everyone who's diverse, as long as you're professional. That's my answer. Rami?
Exactly. Professionality is the key. You understand me? And I would say from experience, there's no set that some set you're going to get something. There's always some drama whatsoever. My advice to filmmakers, don't take it personal. Whatever happened on this set, after it, you move on. It be part of your story you talk about and laugh about, and then you move on to the next set. Some set are very peaceful, nice, everything going, but you're going to get one bad egg no matter what, you understand me? But you just manage it and just move on to the next. The most important, get the project done. That's all, you know, then you move on. Rami, let's hear from you, please.
Maisha had brought a very important point is, as filmmakers, you do have a sense of responsibility when it comes to getting stories out there, because why we're doing filmmaking in the first place is because we have stories that's out there or problems that's out there, and we need to open a conversation and cast light on them. So when Austin through Maisha was gave me that opportunity, I absolutely welcome the idea and the prospect of working on a project that is very unique in the sense that it has elements that contribute to making a project very diverse. And it was important for me. Was it challenging? To be honest, as a filmmaker and cinematographer, the challenge is not in the visuals for me, because this is what I do in terms of my milieu. Like, this is what I'm very comfortable with in doing when it comes to film. The challenge is when you have a set where there is a lack of professionalism, there is no connection, there is no human rapport, there is always issue with ego and issues with not being humble. So it becomes much more difficult to bring forth the story in a way that connects to people. So this is why it's important for me is how am I comfortable with the crew. So when I met Austin for the first time for coffee with Maisha, and it was like an instant connection. Like Austin used to say, like it was like I just met my best friend. So having had that base established, it was so much easier for me to bring forth the best that I could for his project. The only challenge and the only worry that I had was being an Arab filmmaker. It was difficult for me as a cinematographer in terms of how am I gonna be able to, for example, when I'm shooting the light on Odigie, is making her skin look as beautiful and respectful as possible for the Black person that she is. And for me, that was the only obstacle that terrified me in a way, that I was really worried about, like casting the light properly on her, because when you, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, as a cinematographer and filmmaker, it's very difficult when you have like a person of color and then standing, have a conversation with a person who's white, and then the lighting is so different in between. So I'm just worried about how am I gonna be able to respect that. But I look at the footage and look pretty good, so I'm happy with that.
Thank you so much. I really really appreciate that. So let's hear from Catherine. Catherine, tell us about answer the question that he asked to you, to the actors.
I'm sorry, would you mind saying that again? I just had a little trouble hearing the tail end of that.
Yeah. He asked some questions to the actors. You challenge. I believe it was the challenges, right, David, for the actors.
Right. The challenges.
Challenge and pressure. Did you feel pressure?
Challenge and pressure. You know, so this is going to go to each and one of the cast. Okay.
Right. I felt walking into the house when we were filming, I felt so welcomed. It was a wonderful experience. The fact that we had assembled some photographs before to display, to make it a sense of family, helped, I think, because it was really neat to see that. I was lucky to have worked with a couple of the cast members before, so I already knew a couple people, but it was just such a welcoming environment, so there were no challenges whatsoever. It's just a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much. So let's hear from Monica. Let's hear from you.
What are the challenges, and this is also part of the pressure, and I find this on any set, is being prepared I'm always nervous about that. I want to be prepared. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Like Mesa said, I want to maintain professionalism. So I want to make sure that I'm doing my part to help make things roll smoothly. So that was probably one of the biggest pressures for me. And like I mentioned, I was getting over the stomach flu, and I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't want them to know that I wasn't like, I didn't want it to add to like, oh, maybe we should, you know what I mean? Like anyway. So I wasn't feeling great, but it's just making sure I'm prepared. I'm doing my part. And also there's a big pressure for me for making sure that I'm bringing those words to life. It's an important story. It's meaningful. It came from a good place in Mesa's heart. And so the pressure for me was to make sure that I brought her character to life and that I contributed what I could and bring the story to life and lift the words off the page. So that's always just kind of a challenge and pressure for me. But again, that kind of challenge and pressure is what motivates me. And I love that. I love that pressure.
Thank you so much. I think you mentioned that this was either your first project or your first dialogue project. I can't remember. You know,
it was my first speaking role.
First speaking role, and you did really good. You know, so just keep it up. It's all about the confidence boosting. You keep doing it. You understand me? When you keep doing it, you boost your confidence level. You understand me? And you just nail it no matter what. You understand? You know, but good job. You know. So Idilia, let's hear from you. So after Idilia, we're going to have another question from Isoke Ibe, and then we have Pat after Isoke with another question. So if you want to ask a question, just use the icon and just raise your hand with your icon, and I will see you. So far, I'm seeing Isoke and Pat. So let's, Idilia, let's hear from you. Let's hear the magic from you.
Okay, so for me, I think this is actually my second speaking role. When I applied, I didn't know Mesa or Austin or Rami. And honestly, I've never felt so welcome and at home with people that I didn't know. So I thought that was probably the most amazing experience. Like when I met Rami and he was filming, he made me feel very comfortable because I was very nervous. I think he could tell you, I was very, very nervous. But there was a lot more people than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be smaller. There was just people in the house, but everything felt so easy, and he made me feel so welcome and so comfortable. So that's very important, and I'm very grateful for Rami because he's very good. It's like I felt like I known him for years, so that was amazing. Maybe the challenge was when we were filming outside because it was colder than it looks. So maybe that was it. Yeah. And on the bus because they didn't let us film for too long. And then at least, like he said, we have memories from that because we were trying to take little videos illegally, but
Gorilla shoot, you know, sometimes one of those, you know, what are those about?
I have to say, Idilia was really good. Idilia is one of those actresses that you have to really prepare the environment for them. There's certain actors where you just have to embrace and really protect their vulnerability in order for them to provide the best that they could. So even with the little time that we had with Idilia in the subway, she just brought in like the best she could in literally like 3 seconds. Idilia, you're a very talented actress, and thank you for all your beautiful words, and it's a great pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Idilia, you're new to this, I can tell, you know, but you seem like you've been in the acting industry for like ages, you understand me? And again, you see, for this to reflect, it tells the kind of people you work with. When you have people like Austin and you have Mesa, and they come together and they bring the best out of the actors, pick the right cast, you understand me, and you feed off of each other. It helps a lot, you know, and so you can see you won't be able to tell who is new in it and who has experienced in it. You understand me? So that's the beauty about it. So yeah, so I'm going to go to Isoke Ibe to ask her questions, and After Saka, we have Pat, then we have Patrick. Okay, there was an iPhone, but iPhone went away, so iPhone wanted to ask questions. So let's have the second, please.
Hello, everyone. First and foremost, I just want to congratulate every single person because it shows a lot of work was put in. Lydia, I want to say well done. My question, I know how cold Ottawa could be, and I actually wanted to ask you, how did you manage with the weather? Because I know the movie was shot during the winter or maybe fall, something about around that time. So I wanted to find out, but you did touch briefly on that it was cold and not colder than one could tell. And then this is just a compliment for Austin. Austin, well done, because this is your first shot in Canada, and I would say you did amazingly well. And for Melissa, I say team together, because I know how difficult it can be when you have wrong cast. It can really affect the production. So I would say well done to that, and I look forward to more productions coming out from this great team in Ottawa, and hopefully those of us in Toronto region will have time to collaborate and do great work.
Thank you so much. Mesa, I think she was talking to you. She was giving you compliments. So don't worry, we're going to call you different.
Oh,
Melissa.
Melissa, sorry, that was me.
Thank you. Oh, no, I understood. It's okay. Thank you so much.
We know it's you, because you got, you've got like 200 name mentioned today, and nobody mentioned my name already, I feel jealous, I feel jealous. So let's get Pat.
That's okay. Let them shine. Today's their day.
Let's get Pat to speak, Pat, take the floor.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
My name is Patience, all the way here in Newark, New Jersey. I just want to say a very big congratulations to the team. You guys did an awesome job. For Austin, I'm going to say thank you to your, did you call him a mentor or your cheerleader or your advisor, for giving you the best advice for a filmmaker just arriving in Ottawa for the first time and trying to wet your feet. The best advice he gave you was networking. And that is how you go about it. Networking. You can't network enough. So I want to say thank you to him for giving you that awesome advice. And also congratulations to you for taking his advice and coming up with this beautiful piece. It was awesome. And then to the women in the house, Monica, Catherine, Maisa, Idalia, awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys did awesome. I'm so, so proud. I'm a female filmmaker. I'm a director and a cinematographer and a producer. So I know what it takes to pull this. So thank you very much for this beautiful picture. My question that I have goes to Rami, the cinematographer. In the house scene, you had quite a few dirty shots in there. And I was wondering, was that intentional? Because there was a point where it was a little bit distracting, but you kind of pulled it off. So I just want to have your thoughts behind those shots, like some of those dirty shots you had inside the house. Why did you decide to go that route? That was one question. I'm going to pause there for you to answer before I answer the next one.
Yeah, so Rami, she has a question for you. So if you can just briefly answer that, then she has a next question. Okay.
I just wanna clarify. What is the scene in the house that she had a question about?
Okay, you had some shots in the house that you had like dirty shots. You have like the scene where she turns around and she was looking. She wanted to get up and look at those photos that were on the mantle, I think. And you could barely see her face. You can just see it's kind of skimmed over the picture frames, and you were seeing just her head and a little bit of her forehead. So I was wondering, was that an intentional shot, or was there a reasoning behind why you took that shot? That was one of the shots. Then when the sister came in one of the sisters came into school, the one that was doing the squatting. I think that wasn't Monica, was the other lady's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she came in,
Yeah, I
kind of
think
walked across the camera, and I was wondering, was that done intentionally, or what was your thought process behind those shots? It was beautiful, by the way. I'm not saying, but I just wanted to know why you decided to do it that way.
I felt that I wanted to do it that way because I am a very big fan of, I would say, subtlety in my cinematography and letting the audience really build their emotions. So I use that scene in a very, I would say, very emotional rather than technical. And it was just, it felt for me natural. It was like me sort of invading Fari's inner world and her thoughts, and I used it in an in an abstract way where it's like it sort of didn't really make sense because she was really lost in her thoughts trying to figure out who is she. So I didn't want the direction of my cinematography to be very, very rigid or very very linear. So I try and piece little things here and there so that the audience can feel what is Faris feeling during that scene. So it was very more like subjective than anything else. So it was just more artistic, I would say.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The second question I have was for Maisa. Maisa, you wrote the script, I presume, right? You wrote the story,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just have a question about, there was this line where Idilia was saying something about the reason why she came, because she got the email or communication from the mother that didn't sit well with her.
Yeah.
But then it took like quite a few lines later for the sister to say she has early stages of Alzheimer's. Was that done, like, what was the reason why you decided to hold off from jumping into that declaration? Like, you had like friend, talking about their childhood before they now went back to say, okay, she has early stages of Alzheimer.
I mean, I wanted to hint at it, and then the reveal for it, so that you kind of like wondering, where is this going? Like, what is happening? So it's just always kind of to set the tone and set the stage for the reveal, I guess.
Okay. All right. So
instead of just being like, oh, she has Alzheimer's right away, you just kind of want to have that dialogue between them about what's happening, and then have the reveal of the mother's illness.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let somebody else ask the next question.
Yeah,
and congratulations once again.
Yeah, Austin wanted to thank you, Pat. Austin wants to say, Patrick, we'll come to you, okay? I see you. Then we have Paddy after Patrick, okay? Austin, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that. Yeah, thank you very much, my sister. I respect her so much. She's a great filmmaker, by the way. And again, yeah, if you look at the story, Idilia, only because of her knowledge as a doctor, was only trying to, decode, from the emails that she was receiving, but she wasn't really informed that, the mama had, a disease. So yeah, I think it was just a process, to get to inform her all of that, not just welcoming her with the bad news. Yeah, I think that's, the way I saw that part of the story.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification. Just want to make sure that was the same.
Yeah, before I go to Padre, I'm just going to chip in this. You understand me? I think I like the way it was delayed in revealing that to her. It helps to drive it, and if it was me, I would still delay it a little bit more. So when she said, oh, yes, but I would have added, oh, yes, Mama, let's go see Mama. Then the mood's going to change, then someone's going to reveal to her. You understand me? I would have still extended it, but I like the way it went, and that you guys did it well. Very good.
Our producers are trying to make it short so that to save some money.
I know. Exactly. So let's hear from Patrick. Patrick, let's hear from you.
All right. It is good evening from Nigeria here. My name is Patrick, and I want to quickly appreciate the cast and crew for this beautiful job. I also I'm a script writer, so I want to comment specifically Mesa, the one who scripted this beautiful art piece. I enjoy the angle from which she actually tell this story. You know, I also enjoy the narrator's technique she used to tell a whole lot of things within a very short timing. So it's actually kudos to you. My question to Mr. Austin Odigie, we've seen this beautiful piece from you. What else should we be expecting? Should we be expecting more of great works like this from you? Because this is actually an inspiration to many of us to want to do more and follow your footsteps. So you are like our mentor now. So what should we be expecting from you as time goes on? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pat, and thank you very much for that compliment. Well, I wanted to know that we shot Empathy with me having just one foot, on stage. So the next one you're gonna have my 2 legs in there. So I've worked with these people. I know them better, and of course, I also know better approach, to do certain things I would have, I thought I would have done on Empathy. I'm not going to let you know that anyway. It's my little secret. So thank you. You should expect something really, better for me. And with Mesa, Rami, KSD, and other people, and also great people from BAG. I mean, we're getting bigger, and so we should expect something really bigger. And we are also open to, collaboration from, people from back home Nollywood and anywhere else. So you should expect something really bigger from us.
Okay, thank you so much. Before I go to Paddy is next, then Dan Gang, I see you, okay? And then iPhone. That's what I see here, your name. So I want to say, I know everybody wants to talk to Austin, everyone wants to talk to Mesa. As a matter of fact, I'm even thinking about the script that script idea that we're going to talk about, Mesa, but let us direct question to these amazing actors. You see, look, let me tell you something. Without this cast, we would not have the movie that we have. You understand me? Yes, the director, they have their job. Yes, the writers, they have their job. Yes, the cinematographer, they have their job to do. But if you don't have this amazing cast doing the work that they've done, we won't enjoy the whole thing. We won't have a project, a movie. You understand me? So let us direct the question to the 3 casts that we have here for now. So if you have questions for the cast, please, let's see your hands. Let us ask them, because they did an amazing job, and I'm a believer of togetherness. You understand? Because without your cast, you won't get the work done. You understand me? So let's, Paddy, I hope you have a question for the cast. We have Catherine, we have Edilia, we have Monica. Let's ask them some questions. Then you can throw one for Austin. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I have 2 very short questions. One, I would like the members of the cast to answer each for themselves, and one for Austin and Mesa. The one for the cast is, are you guys available to travel, on projects? Then the one for Austin, what was the budget for this production? Shots, that's it.
All right, so for the cast, let's start with Katrina. Katrina, you're available to travel. You can see your amazing work is bringing opportunities, Are you available to travel in the future, Katrina? That's a question to you.
Am I available to travel in the future?
Yeah, for projects, you understand me, if the opportunity comes, you know, based on, because he's a filmmaker, he's probably a producer, director, you know, so, and he's seen what you've done and he loves it, you know, so he's asking the question, if there's a project and will you be, is that something that you consider, you understand me, you know, if the opportunity comes?
I think the main thing is to be open to any opportunity and find out more about it. Certainly, I think I'd like to embrace every opportunity that comes my way, find out about it, and I think, you know, you never want to turn down a project that could be amazing. It's something I'd like to find out about, any project for sure.
Exactly. So you're open to it. Just want to know the details. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So, Idilia, what about you? Same question.
I'm very open to it, yes.
Very, very open. All right. Monica, let's hear from you.
So I'm a single mom to a 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I am a hungry actor. I'm hungry for more work. in that sense. So yes, I'm willing to travel. There would just be a lot of, it would depend on different things, you know, the distance, how long, can I bring my kid, you know, those kinds of things. I'm definitely open to
a lot of factors have to come in and, you know, to, you know, before you can, so all depends on the project too. Yeah, so Petty, they're open. They're open, that's a unanimous openness to it, you know, just that a lot of factors has to come in, which is normal, you understand me? Like I bring actor Nollywood here, a lot of factors goes into it. It takes us a while before we settle everything, then they come down here to shoot, you understand me? So, yeah, so they're open to it. So now your next question.
And what about Rami, please?
Oh, Rami as a crew, as a DP, director of cinematography, are you open to exploring the world and travel to go make movies?
I mean, I would love to. I mean, like, if there's a beautiful story elsewhere in the world that deserves to be captured, why not?
Yep, so it's open, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a cinematography that I work with. That guy travels to every part of the world. There's nowhere in the world that he has not been to, you know, and that's it gets booked all year round. You know, I have to schedule him ahead of time. Like, can put me in the schedule, you know. Yeah, so they have. So now your other question goes to Austin and Monica, right? Austin and what's her name, Mesa, right?
It was about budget, right?
Yeah, he was talking about budget. You know, sometimes I don't like.
We were so we did a lot of collaboration. I mean, I guess it was about under 1,500, I would say, right, Austin? Under 15?
Yeah, so it was supposed to be more than that, but I mean, you saved the day. I know how many equipment you brought without us paying a dime for it, and yeah, but I know it was, you know, somewhere around 1,500 that we worked together.
Like our actors are non-union, and you know, there's a lot of collaborations that happen in Ottawa, but you know, we made sure that the actors were paid unfortunately it was very, very small amount, but you know, we want to show that we appreciated them. And so, you know, it wasn't Rami's full price. We didn't pay his full price. We didn't pay sound in full price. We were able to really negotiate down prices for you know, the actors and the cinematographer who really wanted to join in with us, and that's how we were able to make it at such a low price, because they really believed in the project and understood our budget was very, very, very small, but we really want to put something so great forward.
Patty, you have something to say? Okay, yeah, I'm glad oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, well, I was going to respond to that. It's good to know that they are open to travel, and we have a couple of crossover stories, projects that you know, we may have to get some of you down here to Nigeria to take off, but be rest assured that the conditions will be properly looked into, and conversations will continue until we hit the mark. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I appreciate the fact that you were able to, Mesa and Austin, you were able to reveal the budget. Not too many people want to do that. You understand me? You know, for different reasons. You know, but it's good that you were able to do that, and at least people here who are interested in filmmaking can understand that there's a lot that goes into making film. You call it under 15,000 as a very small and tight budget, but to some people they want to bring 15,000 or 10,000 for a feature. I said that's not that's not realistic. You understand?
So we did 1,500. Like we were really like collaborating. 1,500. So
okay.
we were. It was a lot of collaboration. You know, with us. So
yeah. So
because we wanted to do something small.
Yeah, you covered a lot of aspects of it. You understand me in terms of you taking on so multiple roles here and there. You understand me? So yeah. So at the end of the day, it's all about the collaboration. It's all about putting. So let's have I don't know. I see your name as Dangan here, so probably you introduce yourself properly. If I'm getting it wrong, sorry about that. You know, but let's hear.
No problem at all. So
the actors, I want to, you know, pour the questions to them. Let's get them busy.
Sure. So my name is Dagang Gang. I'm not a cinematographer or producer or writer. I am a part of the Broadlands family, so you can just call me a super fan.
Okay.
Now, what's interesting is I was on the set that day, and just as far as background is concerned, my background is nonprofits, where I was writing stories about situations like this. So when it came to sponsorship programs, best of both worlds, that's the kind of stuff that I did. And I was able to get a perspective. You know, I could see how well and how much effort went into this story. The way that it was portrayed, the dignity in it, it was really, really good. And that's what just won me over, because I've written so many. This story is based on many true life stories. And I was able to see that embodied in this film. And I thought it was really amazing. And just overall, the fact that I'm the only outsider in here right now, it just tells me how very well intentioned everything that's being done is. To invite this level of criticism, it just tells me that big things are, you know, planned, and nothing's going to stop those big things from happening. I don't have a specific question, but trust me, I have seen and met real life people hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. The real people, the people who are part of programs like this. This story was very respectfully told, very dignified.
Yeah.
And I think there are going to be many more just like it.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, the gang. I hope I got it this time. You know, you in Ottawa, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So we hope you'll be part of the guild, the Black Actors and Film Guild. You understand me? You know, and we want people who have stories, short stories. We can come together and you know. Put it into production, you understand me, you know, and it's part of training our Black actors and filmmakers at the same time, or at the same time, diversity, you understand me? So when we when we do the casting, then we have some diversity in the casting, you understand me? That's how you can cut across board, you know. So we hope you join us and bring your expertise and bring your experience and your skills to what we are doing, you understand me, in Ottawa branch, you understand me? We are in Toronto, you know. So thank you so much, and we appreciate these amazing people. So we're gonna take 3 more questions, and please let your question go directly to the cast as well. I know we want to talk to the crew, but let's ask the cast questions.
I'm so sorry, TJ. I actually have to head out. I have to do some filming right now.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry. If there's any questions, you can email me. I can respond, and you can post. Will you be posting this anywhere?
Yeah, Austin will. I will discuss with Austin. Then we'll see how.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're almost wrapping up, anyways. We just have 3 more questions.
Sorry, Mesa. Just to let you know that we have some journalists, you know, in this Zoom meeting also. So they've also sent me a message. They like to interview you because it's going to be published on some national
newspaper. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, if you just email me the details, I'm sorry to skip out on the last few questions. I just have people waiting for me to do some filming right now, actually downstairs. I'm very, very, very honored to be here, to be part of this, to be with everybody here. How you guys are very, very amazing. Thank you so much for all the praise. It was really wonderful to hear everyone's reactions to the film. Austin, it's always a pleasure to chat with you and to see you. I love my cast and crew. Everyone was really, really great. And thank you so much. I'm so honored to even just be chatting with everybody here and answering questions and seeing everyone's reaction to the film. So I'm very, very honored. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll touch base again.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll work together, TJ.
Sure, no problem. Yeah.
All right.
Hope to see
Thank you so much.
all of your work anyway.
Thank you.
So now, Fadike, we're going to have you now with the question, okay? So after Fadike, we just got 2 more questions that will wrap up for the day. All right. So Fadike is here.
Hi, everyone.
Peter.
Hi, everyone. My name is Fadike Momo.
Yeah, go on.
My name is Fadike Momo. I'm a producer and an actor as well. I actually wanted to ask the question Mr. Petty asked, if the cast are free to or are open to travel in regarding to projects, because like Mr. TJ know, I'm so new in Canada. I'm not even up to 3 years yet. So, and I know I've been in the Nollywood way back in Nigeria, and then just starting something about movie here, and I'm also a part of BAG here in Toronto. So the question has been answered already. So, and I just want to say again, kudos to all the crew and cast of the movie. It was a great one. It feels so good to know that such movie is coming out in regards to the current situation in the whole world regarding Black and white, racism and all that. To know that there's good in doing good thing, because I think she adopting all these girls, now came back to her, because after she became a doctor, now taking care of her. So if she hasn't done that, I don't think that would happen in any way. So I want to say very good job to everyone, Mr. Austin, well done, and Mr. too, everybody did well. Idilia, I really, really want to comment all your facial expressions, because that was what I was watching all through, even in the beginning of them, because I'm one person that always like pay attention to facial expressions and all that. So but and I think I was learning as well, in regards to how she was acting. So I want to say good work, and continue doing it, and hope to see you guys soon one-on-one someday. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, talking about facial expression, your facial expression throughout was good, and Catherine was able to connect with it, and it continued. You understand, and both of you nailed it towards the end. So that's amazing job. So let's get this one from Peter, and after Peter, I don't think we have any hands up. Then we will wrap it up. Peter, take it on.
Hello. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry I came in late. I'm a director. I came in from Nigeria, but I'm now in Canada. I've relocated with my wife. Basically, I've been here for a couple of months, like 4 months. And why I'm here in Winnipeg, I watched the little, I've seen what's the whole conversation so far. I came in late, like I said. But I want to ask a peculiar question, one that concerns me most, how I can reconnect with movie makers here. You talked about the Black Actors Guild. I'm really, really interested. I hope they have a branch here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I want to open my network to see how much I can collaborate with everybody down here and those back home in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Peter. Yes, what we're doing, the Black Guild is trying to bring Black filmmakers from across the globe, across Canada, you understand me? Regardless of where you are, you understand? We're trying to expand our outreach, like you can see, we have Austin in the Ottawa area. We're in Toronto. We have Roger Efeme in Manitoba, in Winnipeg, actually. So if you're a member of the guild, we will connect you with him. He's a big movie producer in Nollywood, but he's based here in Canada. He's in Winnipeg. You understand me? So we'll talk with him, and he's doing some stuff in Winnipeg. So probably you guys can work together there. You know. From time to time, I will come down to even Winnipeg and see what you guys are doing and see what we can do there as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just keep on believing. You understand me? We'll get there. So on that note, I want to thank you guys. Austin, I'm going to leave you with the last word from your crew, and just say something and briefly, then we'll wrap up.
Empathy is a story of love, and this love was really demonstrated among the cast and crew. And it goes a long way to say that whatever you do, love conquers it all, right? And against all odds. And we were able to come up with this because we connected with ourselves. I want to say a very big thank you to the cast and crew. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do this. If everyone here were to give an award to, for empathy, I would have dedicated that award to the cast and crew and not myself. So I'm just a mirror of kind of a reflection of the cast and crew that we're standing before the mirror. All right, thank you very much. Thank you to our special guest. Thank you to BAG for this international screening. Thank you, the gang and our journalist. Tunde is there. And again, Bambi was supposed to be here from Euronews. We got a message that he just lost the dad. Rest in peace to his dad. And for sure, we're going to have Tunde send a write-up to him so he can be published with Euronews too. Thank you very much for coming. The questions, and all of that, the compliments too. Thank you, TJ. I appreciate that. I appreciate what you've done too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Before we leave, I want to reiterate what I said. We will be inviting. Hey, please, can you mute? Please?
Yeah, one second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, sorry. All right, so we will be inviting this movie to the International Black and Diversity Film Festival, which will take place late May, early June next year. And also we will be inviting the movie to the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival for our 5th year edition. You understand me? We anticipate it to be a big one, you understand, So that way we're going to be seeing more of you, the cast and crew. We want to see you guys as opposed to this Zoom visual thing, you understand me, and it's more, you feel it more when you're with other filmmakers and you appreciate it more, you understand me, better, you understand me. So we appreciate you guys, and I watched the movie.
There's a question in the chat. Rami.
Yeah, can you go ahead and ask the question, please?
Rami, this question is directed to you. Quick question. Did you shoot at a fixed temperature all through, or was that the feel achieved in post?
Yeah, quickly, Ramsey, you can just briefly.
Yeah, so it was actually fixed in post.
Oh, it was done in post.
Okay. I did it in Adobe Premiere, and I just did the color grading there. So I didn't do any temperature fixing because the weather was kept changing in between takes. So I wasn't too concerned about that. So just did the whole work in just in post-production with Adobe Premiere in terms of color grading.
Okay, thank you so much. We learn a lot. We learn every day, So thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. We're going to see you guys in Toronto next year, twice in June during the IBDFF Festival, and in September during the TINFF Festival. And I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you so much, and have a good one. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Congratulations
this
once
comes to
again.
an end. Thanks.
Thank you.